just these cameras, you know what I mean? Shoot. Yeah, actually, I'm trying to get, I don't know if y'all been checking out this new camera. I've been, so you know how, and this was crazy. That's why I'm like, you know what? Somebody is monitoring me or something, because like there's like these cameras that have been coming out, and I get advertised a lot, not only on Instagram, but also on my Facebook. I'm like, yo, are you trying to get me to buy this camera? Because I definitely want this camera. They got this camera, it's like a motion camera. And so, like, for instance, like, you know, every time, you know, those of us that may use either a GoPro or whatever to do our YouTube videos or our Instagram videos, you know, it's like, you gotta adjust it, make sure, you know, you gotta hit the button. Now, for me, I don't know about with some of y'all, if y'all use GoPros, but you know how they have that you can download the app, and then you're able to click record and be able to view. No, on my phone it don't get down like that. So I still got to do things, you know, a certain way still. So I plan to upgrade my camera. Anyway, this video, I want to talk about let's make humanity great again. Oh yeah, let's make humanity great again. Matter of fact, I plan to actually make T-shirts. So yeah, this is gonna be cool. And how do we make humanity great again? We make humanity great again by educating people on not only knowledge, but knowledge of self. And I feel like that's very important. I think in order for humanity to move forward, you need to know thyself. And how do you know thyself? Know thyself is not only just knowing thyself based on your soul, but also knowing thyself based on who created you, what created you, and why are you here. That's very significant, very important. I know a lot of people will sit up there and throw a lot of shade on the Anunnaki, saying that they created a slave race. But what and who do you know out of history has ever created or ever had slaves that they educated and made priests and priestesses and taught them civilization and taught them how to agriculture and all kinds of stuff? I mean, I can't find nowhere in history where people had slaves and they just basically taught them all kind of stuff and then gave them like the royal treatment. You know, you're not gonna do that to slaves, people. Sorry, that's not the business. What a lot of you don't know is that, you know, there were different types of humans. Okay, modern day man humans is where the Adam and Eve story comes from, because this was a group of humans that were more like the Anunnaki than the other humans were. But here's the thing, because the other humans didn't deal with souls, so you can almost say that these humans were like a biological robot that worked in the caves and helped mine certain things for the Anunnaki. So soulless beings worked in the mines, not beings that had souls. The ones that had souls end up being in service with the Anunnaki gods. So, you know, we need to have a better inner and understanding of this, and understand that there's a lot of manipulation going on with the story, because people don't want you to reconnect back to your creators. They don't. Because when you do, then they can't pull the wolves over your eyes anymore. Think about that. If I wanted to control you, I would definitely make sure that you don't know anything about who created you. And I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm going to say the most nastiest things about them and be like, oh, they wanted you to be slaves, you know, and make it seem like, oh, you know, it was such an evil thing, you know, that they did, you know. But that's not true. That's very untrue. I want somebody to show me where does it say that? You know that there's still a good, I think 60 to 75% of Sumerian tablets that have not been translated yet, we're only dealing with a small portion of translation, people. So there's more to the story that's what's being told. They just took the translations that they were able to translate, and that's what we have in the Bible. So if the Anunnaki is, or saying that, oh, well, the Anunnaki, they created slavery, then the God of the Bible then made humans to be slaves too. But we see that the God in the Bible didn't mention anything about slavery. So, but yet it's stories that are copied from ancient Sumeria. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's, there's nothing hypocritical about the real history at all. What's hypocritical is humans saying these things, and either because they don't know, or because they're just freaking just ignorant, or they just care about their own agenda. And I'm going for all three. So what my organization and myself plans to do is we plan to make humans great again, because humans have fallen short to their greatness. Why? Because they have allowed other humans to control them and give them false gods. That's why. So through House of the Sacred Woman, we plan to teach people on a number one foundation, which is self-love. Self-love is very important. It's very important to know thyself. And part of the self-love is also knowing how these human bodies got here and why it was created, things like that. So that's also part of my book, and why I put a lot of the information in my book, is to give people solid, concrete facts and evidence, but also give them a foundation to build upon. Because if we're going to evolve as humanity, then we need to understand our past, okay? Because understanding our past is going to help us with our future, okay? So that's why self-love course, and getting into Sumerian tablets, and getting into some ancient Egyptian information, because Sumeria and Egypt are really very synonymous with each other, because of these same beings have built civilization all over the world. So we're all influenced by the Anunnaki, whether people want to believe it or not. We all are, and it's not a bad thing. Like, we need to stop making it sound like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You're not greater than what has created you. So get that ignorance out of your mind. Like, stop thinking that you're better than what created your bodies. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, I just don't agree with that. And a lot of people may not agree with that. But you're not better. You're just not. We need to stop thinking that we're better than what truly gave us life here. Because if it wasn't for the Anunnaki, we wouldn't even be in these kind of bodies at all. You might be in some weird kind of body or whatever. Somebody maybe you wouldn't even like or whatnot. So appreciate and honor the divine bodies that you're in. That's just like, that's like, we're getting into robotics right now, and then a robot decides that it's better than you, and that's kind of what's going on right now. It's amazing how the arrogance of humanity is kind of showing itself through robotics. I kid you not, I think I heard sometime, was it this week or last week, that a robot had turned against its creator. Like that. What? That's crazy. Why is that? And that's exactly what humanity has done to their creators, turn their backs on them. Not only having turning your back on your creators in regards to Anunnaki, but also turning your back on our creators when it comes to our women here on this planet. We are all born in the womb, all of us. So why do we degrade and put down female sexuality and all this kind of stuff when women are our creators here. I wouldn't even be here talking to you if it wasn't for me being born in the womb. And you mean to tell me that I'm not supposed to honor and cherish that and show some kind of worship to that? Like, oh no, that's bad. Why? I always question these things. Like, why? We need to get away from this whole kindergarten mindset of good and bad. Good and bad is based on the individual. Understand that. Understand that, really. I'm gonna stop saying understanding stuff. You need to learn how to understand a lot of things. That's really what the problem with most humans are. Humans don't understand anything anymore because you don't ever go within. It's always without. Go within sometimes, because when you start to understand things, then your understanding gives you understanding, and not only understanding, it gives you overstanding. And some of y'all ain't gonna even get that, But that's what myself and my organization is looking to bring to the table, is making us great again. Bringing us back to the advanced civilization that our ancestors came from. We don't live in an advanced civilization, people. So therefore, there's nothing great that we're doing right now whatsoever. So in order for us to be great, we need to heal. We need to heal ourselves. And how do we heal ourselves? We heal ourselves through unconditional love. Not love that we've been taught, not love that's being taught in the church, not love that's being taught, elsewhere, but true unconditional love. That's what's needed. That's how we become great. And so that is something that I plan to really promote this year in 2019. Like I said, I got some merch that I'm developing, so definitely, guys, if you see some merch that you like, please show support for the movement, because this is my way of helping our race, known as the human race. And the human race, that includes everyone. Doesn't matter what skin tone your body's in. I don't care, because we're all part of the human race. Doesn't matter what culture you're in. Doesn't matter if you're straight, bisexual, gay. I don't care. We're all part of the human race, and we all need to understand unconditional love, not love based on control or love based on, I only love you because you only do X, Y, and Z or whatever. Like, that's not real love. Showing love is acceptance. When you're able to accept everyone, that's how you'll be operating unconditional love. But if you still not acceptance, and let me be clear about acceptance. I don't mean acceptance in regards of it's okay for somebody to cause harm to you or someone to be negative to you, because you do not accept that shit. But acceptance in regards to accepting the a person for how they choose to experience life. That's so important, people. Understand, life is about experience. We are all here to experience life. Some of us, we all experience life together, and some of us experience life with maybe just one other person or a few people or a group, whatever. We're all here to experience life the way we choose to. And that's the most powerful thing that every human being on this planet breathing has, is the power of choice. Choose what you want to do in life. Choose what you want to experience life. Just because you live in a country that tells you otherwise, whatever, doesn't mean that they have power over your life. Stop giving people power. They're just fucking humans, man. Understand that. They're just fucking humans. And no human have no power over no other human unless that human gives that power over to the other human. Okay? Like that's man, like that is so annoying to me when I see people give their power over to another human who ain't shit. Ain't nobody. And most of these humans that I see people give their power over to, these people ain't even enlightened. They ain't even illuminated. Just evil freaking people. And we have to stop that. We really have to stop that. We have to become great again. Not just America, not just other. No, the human race needs to become great again. So that's my rant about the human race becoming great again. This is part one. I'm gonna do part two because I feel like there needs to be another part two. But yeah, I just wanted to express this to you guys because it's very important. It's very important for us to advance. It's very important for us to evolve, man. You know, we need to be out here encouraging each other. We need to show support for people that are trying to bring encouragement into our society. You know, like, who cares about what these governments do? Who cares about what these other people do? Who cares about that? They don't dictate our lives. People understand that. Like, we control what we want to do. Think about it. If we stop doing things that they want, trust me, they will be pissing in their fucking pants. Best believe that. Okay, so understand, we have the power to do whatever we want to do. You have the power to do whatever you want to do. Okay, don't let nobody dictate, even family members. Don't even let your family members even dictate you living and experiencing life. Okay, they're choosing to live life how they want to, so you be encouraged to choose and experience life how you want to. This can be a better world. It can be. Earth is not the problem. The energy is not the problem here. It's people. People are the problem. And once you cure the parasites, then you're able to see a better world because the parasites are being cured. The parasites are being healed. Okay? We have to heal everyone. Everyone needs to be healed, including politicians, including people in government and elite positions, including celebrities. We all need healing. Okay? We can't be like, oh, well, because this person's an asshole, they don't need healing. No, they probably do need healing. That's why they are an asshole, because they're not even receiving any kind of love or whatever. And let me tell you something. Love always begins first with the mother. It really does. And because our women have been put down so much and been treated so freaking bad, and women have been off their rocker because of patriarchy, this is why that bond between mother and child is so off, and why we have all these little tyrants running around, because there's no mother and child bonding anymore. See, that's nothing that needs to be taught. I need to stop because I'm gonna keep going. You know, it's already 17 minutes. I'm gonna keep going. So anyway, that's the end of this video, and there will be a second part to this. But be encouraged today, and let's together as a whole. Okay, you want to talk about oneness? Well, as a whole, let's make us, the human race, great again.